Hi everyone. I wanted to give a sneak peek into a project that I've been working on and developing over the last many months. It's a charitable project called Scheherazade Foundation, and I have initiated it with my daughter, Ariane, and I wanted to discuss it and tell you about it. Until now, I've kept it very much under wraps, and I haven't really lifted the lid on it too much because I wanted it to kind of gain its own momentum. It all began when, in the first lockdown, a year ago now, I was based in Bath in England most of the time, and Ariane and Timur came to stay with me. And Timur would take long walks every day by himself, but Ariane would go around with me, and we'd look at beautiful buildings and incredibly elegant trees and details that we both like. And we talked a lot. And in that time, I thought a lot. I thought about the world that my beloved Ariane, and Timur of course, but Ariane especially, because we were walking and talking together, the world that Ariane would step into as a young woman. In the beginning of January, she turned 20. So a year ago, she was still 19. And, she's just started at university. And so I've really considered the world that she'll step into as a young woman, and what the opportunities will be for her, and how she will be received, and how she will receive the world. The more I considered it, the more I realized that young women like Ariane and so many others like her all over the world, some with privilege and possibilities and some without the same, level of opportunities, they are all hit with something, and they're hit with it whether they like it or not. And it is a glass ceiling that is held down by what I think is totally incompetent middle-aged men. I am a middle-aged man. I like to think I'm not totally incompetent, but I see that many of the men my age, people I know, some of my friends, are the kind of people who hold the status quo in place. They fight recalibration because they love it just as it is. They don't want things to change. Why would they? After one of our long walks, Ariane and I came back, and I Googled female empowerment. And I was astonished to find that almost all the associations empowering women are run by women. And the way I see it, maybe it's a back to front zigzag kind of a way, is that men like me who love their daughters and their nieces and, have great respect for young women around them, it's the opportunity and the duty of men like me to change the status quo. Surely if I love Ariane that much, it's for me to recalibrate and change the order of things. So Scheherazade Foundation was really born from this idea. At the same time, as people who know my work know, I'm obsessed with a couple of other things too. One of them is bridging cultures and linking parts of the world and human society together that have not been linked, and I think ought to be. And the other, of course, which is so central in everything I do and in the message of my family in a wider way, is stories and storytelling, and particularly harnessing the power of what we would call in our family teaching stories. We chose the name Scheherazade Foundation because, as you know, the wise queen of 1001 Nights was Scheherazade. What I love about her example is that when she wanted to stop the ruthless king, Shahryar, from killing girls every night who he had married in revenge for his adulterous wife. She could have gone to the king and said, "Stop doing that. Why are you killing young women? It's ruthless." But she didn't. She did something far more ingenious, far more oriental in a way. And that was to tell him a story, and to tell a story that went on and on and on until he had rethought and recalibrated and changed the way he saw things. With Scheherazade Foundation, our plan is firstly, hopefully, to base the foundation at Dar Khalifa, our house at Casablanca. But more importantly, our plan is to think in a kind of Oriental Scheherazade, Arabian Nights kind of a way. We're not interested in doing projects that other foundations are already doing in such a worthy and vibrant, dynamic way. But we're interested in thinking out of the box and thinking in ways that maybe Scheherazade would have done if she had been entrusted to empower women, bridge cultures, and harness the teaching power of stories. If anyone watching this would like to be involved, please message me directly. And if you've got ideas for projects to bridge cultures, harness the teaching power of stories, or empower young women, please make contact as well. We would love to hear from you. That's really the message for now. Over the next days and weeks, we'll be putting out lots of material, and I encourage you to check out the website. There's a short video on it on the homepage, and there'll be a lot of other material put up soon. Thank you so much for your support, as always, and for watching this. All the best.